Fair Use Act of 1976, just so we don't
Fair Use Act.
Yeah, Fair Use Act. Yeah.
Oh, I'm weak.
I'll have the Fair Use Act quote as a ticker going down the screen.
Oh, what's the Fair Use? What is that?
Oh yeah, let me pull that up. So let me read it because it's crazy.
The good news is if you don't play beyond 30 seconds of a song, you can't get sued. So.
Made by music enthusiasts, for music enthusiasts. This is the Enva He Meant Company Music Podcast.
Welcome to the Mixdown, where we just have a raw, unfiltered, unscripted, uncut conversation. You know, one subject always segues into another. That's probably not going to happen with this particular one. Well, first of all, we got KP in the house. We got Big Mar in the house. And so today we actually going to talk about a recent drop, you know, one of the fire albums in 2026 that has come out. It is Masego, Fix Your Face. And if y'all don't mind, I'd like to read something real quick. I was actually just like browsing while I was listening to the record the other day. I read something very crazy. I had no idea. Like pretty much it was talking about what inspired this album. So Fix Your Face, Masego 2026. In January 2025, Masego lost his home in the wildfires that ravaged Southern California. The Kingston-born singer, saxophonist, songwriter had been living in LA for a decade, and during that time he experienced success in both as a performer and as a collaborator with the likes of Don Toliver and Kehlani. The experience of losing his home led to him reevaluating his life, and Fix Your Face, his third full-length album, is one result of that introspection. In reading that, it kind of made sense as I was going, especially the first two tracks on that, because I want to say this was probably a come to Jesus kind of thing for me. Like I guess one of his mom or his grandma talking at the end of the first track. What is that? Sounds like telling Masego to fix his face. You know, everything's gonna be all right and all that. So yeah, that was cool. And then I'll say this for me. So that track that he actually took a line from that first stanza in Melodies from Heaven from Kurt Franklin. Yeah, I think that was actually super fire that he did that. I'm glad he did that. So definitely this was more gospel-y, like gospel meets Afrobeat kind of deal, you know. Would you guys agree on that?
Yeah, I just want to know if Kurt Franklin cleared that because I want to know if he heard those lyrics.
Oh boy.
Him and Devin Morrison, they that's why they're colleagues, man. These dudes is out here talking about enjoying church services and then going to crack something afterwards. Listen, man, we not acting like this is not something that we all don't do. I mean,
I was about to say he did it. I'm sure Kirk do it too.
Listen, we all do it, and your favorite praise and worship leaders do it too. But we're gonna say that for another episode. But I'm saying all that to say that I want to say, was it right after the pandemic like really hit? There was a up and coming Southern rapper who came out with a stripper song called Rain, and he sampled Melodies from Heaven, and it just took the whole internet and Black Twitter by storm. And it got to the point where like Kurt Franklin had to shut it down. Like I didn't clear this. Like he literally, he like rain down on me, and it was to a trap beat, and it had that whole, that whole clap vibe, so that strippers could do their thing, and like you can rain money on the stripper. Yeah.
Oh no.
And I'm not saying that, Masego's version of this song is like that. I'm just saying I just remember that when that went down, Kurt Franklin shut it down.
Take you back to that.
This was never supposed to come out. But, I'm assuming that he still had to clear, even though he's not sampling it, he's still using the melodies and the whole concept. And maybe he didn't get it clear, but I'm just curious if he did. Because I just want to know if Kurt Franklin listened to the lyrics and that he was cool with them, I'm fine with them. I just want to know,
Oh, that makes
What you think,
sense.
JP? What you think?
I mean, it was definitely like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just like, oh wow, like, I mean, because it was definitely an interpolation of it for sure, like, and it took you straight to Kirk, like,
Right.
it wasn't very like nuanced, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that might be like how we were talking about Devin Morrison with the Been So Long by Anita Baker. Like that was like a nuance. Like, you feel me? Like this was like straight up melodies from heaven rain down on, like, this was just like, oh wow, you know? The lyrics definitely in that song in heaven for sure, but like Ashton said, like, I do feel like this album leaned more Afrobeat heavy to me and less jazz, and you know what I'm saying, like less jazzy. I feel like Masego always has leaned heavily into his like jazz side or whatever, which I appreciated, and this album was definitely much more like Caribbean Afrobeat inspired. I feel like
I'll say this, like kind of reminiscent, because two songs from Masego that I like, You Never Visit Me and Unhinged, you know, those kind of give the Afrobeat kind of thing too. So I guess probably taking those influences, or taking away from influences from those two songs, and kind of like pretty much made an entire project revolving around that, or revolving around that sound. So definitely
yeah, except Unhinged isn't even on the album, which I loved Unhinged.
Yes.
But also Unhinged is crazy, but it's also too partly produced by Kalen Ellis, which is one of my favorite producers, and he's very much like, you know, like jazz inspired. You know, he's a drummer and all the things or whatever, and so like it just felt so Kalen or whatever, and it's not on this album, which would make sense because it would literally throw everything off. Like, this album is definitely heavily inspired by like Afrobeat, that genre or whatever. So and so I was actually a little shocked when I heard it, because coming from like Unhinged or whatever, even what was the song he came out with after Unhinged? Breathe. That's what he put. And it wasn't it Breathe?
Yeah, Breathe. Breathe is on the album,
Yeah, Breathe is on the album. But but I will say my favorite song on this album is definitely Overthinking featuring Musiq Soulchild. And let's just talk about Musiq Soulchild being featured on two of the biggest albums, drops on the same day, with Larry June and Masego, and both of them being both of my favorite songs off of those albums as well. Like, seeing Musiq being featured is just always gonna be amazing for me. Hopefully this is just the start of something else for him, coming out with something, because the music scene is missing this. Like, we need some Musiq Soulchild to come out.
Overthinking, I was gonna say that's very Musiq Soulchild inspired. Like, if you didn't know any better, you would have thought that this is Overthinking Musiq Soulchild featuring Masego. Like,
and who knows? It could be a
it could go either way.
It could be one of his records that he gave him.
That's what I said. It could have been.
It could have been a record.
But when I first heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is it right here. Like, this. So for me, like, that's definitely my favorite song on the entire album. Is Overthinking. It's, 16 tracks, 50 minutes. It's not like a long listen. Has good, turnover time or whatever. But for me, definitely just something I think I need to sit with longer. Because it's just, he went outside of the normal, I think just his normal box that he kind of lives in. Definitely. Would y'all agree? And sometimes you kind of gotta, sometimes you just kind of gotta like sit with it. Just be like, oh, okay, this is just a little different or whatever.
Yeah, I'll say for me the song. Oh, you about to say something, Marlon?
No, go ahead. Yeah, go.
Oh, I'll say the song. What is that? Wonder Woman. Kind of reminded me of the whole Pharrell Neptunes kind of deal, like early 2000s, something like that. So I appreciated that. I mean, well, who's to say that was the idea behind it, but an inspiration. But it definitely took me back to that, because I don't think there's a track in Masego's catalog before that had that kind of deal. And then QVC featuring Leon Thomas. That's another favorite from from this album of mine. Yeah, QVC. That's a fire track. And Leon Thomas, Leon Thomas, he's gonna come in and put his extra special sauce on it. So that's cool. Then I Know You by Foggy Raw. I didn't know. I'll admit I had no idea who Foggy Raw was before the Secure album when he's featured on She Don't. And now that I see that he's got a feature on Masego's new album, definitely a name that I need to become more familiar with. So
absolutely, because Foggy has been putting out things for years now. He's the one who got Alicia Keys to clearance her You Don't Know My Name.
Word.
So
okay.
yeah, you have to go listen. It's called Nefertiti. You gotta you haven't heard it? Oh my god.
Nefertiti, that's a Miles Davis. Do you think that
like the name of the song is Nefertiti? You know what I'm talking about, Marlo? Have you heard it by Foggy Raw? Like that was it was so big.
So that
I'm not familiar with his version of that, but I'm about to go listen to it.
It's crazy.
I said this between him and Devin Morrison putting the Foggy Raw on the album. I mean, he's definitely got a couple recent tracks
legit.
Of fire.
I mean, Foggy been legit for a few years now. I've been on him. Like he's more of a poet than a rapper. First, you feel me? Like if you listen to like the way he raps and the things he says, like that, it's like he's a poet first. And it might kind of in that Jill Scott vein, like with the words or whatever. That's Foggy. Like very, so fire. He's super dope.
I don't know if anybody's ever said this about him, but if Lil Wayne was chill and like more of a poet spitter, he would be Foggy Raw, because his tone, Foggy Raw's tone and Lil Wayne's tone are like similar. With delivery's different, of course, and what they do and their style. But their tone, how they talk. Like how he talks, like if Lil Wayne just was a chill rapper who did poetry and mixed it in with rapping, it would be Foggy. Like literally, he would sound just like Foggy Raw, like almost identical. Like there's like the tone are just like you know how people
very similar.
Yeah, it's really similar. I'm like, jeez, kind of.
But Foggy is always on that chill talk poet vibe. Never like. Super high, all the things that people
charismatic,
right,
yeah, but like the features are dope. You know what I'm saying? He's got some pretty fire features on here.
Oh yeah, the song "Someone" featuring Keyshia Cole. That's a dope track.
That's my favorite song on that album, and it's funny that I would say a song that features Keyshia Cole.
Keyshia Cole, right? But it is a great song.
It is, yeah.
Because like when you hear Keyshia Cole, you don't think of like wanting to hear a song if Keyshia Cole is featured on it. Like Keyshia Cole is featured on the song. Oh, let me go listen to it. No, like there's some artists are just not like Leon Thomas. If he's a feature on the song, that song's gonna be fire. You just know it's gonna be fire, man. Like because he's a writer, he's a producer, and sometimes when you feature as those elements being strong as an artist, you tend to like either you gonna say the song or you're just enhancing whatever goodness that song is doing. And surprisingly, the melodies on that song, the vibe, it's the Masego vibe, but it's the melody choices on that song. I was like, man, this is probably my favorite song on that album. I ain't gonna lie. So I put it on one of my playlists, like literally the past couple of days. Like,
And he has what's his name? Lakin. Like, he has Lakin on there, which Lakin's he's like a big buzz right now.
He's from Columbus.
So yeah, like
he's from Columbus.
He's from Columbus? I didn't
really? Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just found out. Yeah, I just found out within the past like year or two. He used to there's a collective of local R&B artists and hip hop artists that do like this event called the Sing and Hangout, and he used to be heavily a part of that. And I wasn't around back then when they were doing it early on, but when he was here, he was one of the main artists that was a part of the event. Since then I played at it, and I sat in and jammed and stuff. it's basically like a jam session for vocalists and musicians.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
So yeah. So they told me when I first came around, like, yeah, you know, they do like Kanye. Yeah, he used to like be a part of this, you know, before he left. So yeah. You know, he's definitely got that buzz. Same vibe as like a T.A. Thomas, like that chill soulful, like modern soul R&B vibe is definitely like is becoming a thing now. You know, the Lakon, the T.A. Thomas, and then I know they're different registers, but like what's his name? Giveon and those cats, you know what I'm saying? Like that real like smooth, chill, you know, soulful modern R&B vibe is really starting to like make its presence known in music right now.
Right. Oh yeah. I'm loving it actually. So
yeah. These cats is blowing for real. Like they like it's not even one of them things where it's like, oh, he can kind of sing. Like, nah, like these cats can sing, man. Like you. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, this sound is very in the same vein as an artist that I just started recently playing for Charity Ivana. So it's kind of like the same stuff, you know. And so actually, we got George McSears producing her next show. Imagine that. So it like we rehearsed Monday, and just some of the ideas that George put in some of the songs. I'm like, man, this is gonna be nice, man. So I can't wait. But yeah, Charity Ivana, she's her sound is in that same vein of like the smooth R&B chill vibes and stuff. So yeah, so I mean, this is right on time with everything. So.
I mean, I will say though, this summer, this has been some good music popping off. We've had a lot of good music dropping.
A lot of good music.
And this summer, a lot of great music, surprise drops, and all the things. Like, it's just been a good year for music overall. Like, I'm not at all disappointed, I'd say. And I mean, yeah, like R&B, it's been some good R&B music that done dropped. I haven't kept up on my gospel, but I know there's been some decent gospel drops too, right?
Yeah, I'll say.
I know Kiki came out with a single.
Yeah.
Shine. I know. I mean, I feel like Vincent Bohannon's always coming out with something.
He came out with something.
Yeah, I mean, in 2026, yeah, he did. Him and Victoria's Army ATL album.
Okay, I need to go check it out.
Like in April or May.
He's like the only modern gospel choir-esque type guy right now that I actually like don't mind listening to. Because I guess it's reminiscent of like
you gotta listen to Carlos Whitlow.
I guess from a playing standpoint, like when you like some of those traditional gospel changes and stuff, like I you know, and you know he's like a protege of like Hezekiah Walker, so.
Yeah, it's been some good. I know there's been some good gospel drops, but overall, musically, I'm not mad. I mean, Jay Sean just came out with a whole incredible album, Happy Overversary. That thing is fire. I play it every day. Sarcasm, Spin, Up. I mean, man, that nigga
he's a freaking goat, man.
He's just a goat. For real. He really just deserves way more mainstream credit because Sarcasm should be on every freaking radio station right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, with him dropping all the music that he's dropped within the past year or so, like we all thought the Writer album was going to be the only album he ever made.
Yeah, because he wasn't trying to be no artist.
He wasn't trying to be no artist, yeah. So it's I'm just glad he's taking on the role of an artist rather than just writing. So this is because.
But he's still trying to act like he's not trying to be no artist. He's like, I just wanted to get this out. He'll just be like, oh, I just needed to put that out because, whatever. I'm not, he want to write songs for people, which I understand. But sometimes the calling is a little bit different, Deke. You feel me? Like
I love I love the fact that artists like him is not really as passionate as an artist versus like a songwriter or a producer, like in the background. Like some cats be like, and it be a lot of times be the opposite, like. Writers and producers, a lot of writers really are only writing because they can't get that break. You know what I'm saying? Like the Victoria Monets and the Money Longs before she had her first hit. Like,
Ooh,
you
that
know,
Priscilla Renee. That's when I knew her.
yeah, that Priscilla Renee when she, yeah, she's a little
Yeah,
cute,
deep.
little girl with a little acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For
yeah,
sure.
so it's been, yeah. Like I'm not mad at it. Like, and it's the surprise drops for me. Like
Yes.
Masego didn't say anything. Devin
No.
didn't say anything. It's been a
Devin
couple like,
definitely
oh
didn't say
wow,
anything.
these are like actual album. Like y'all dropping albums.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? In like a week's time, like we barely had any notice at all.
No notice, really.
Which I feel like it may be working in their favor and certain people's favors, you know.
Mhm.
Then you got others who've been promoting heavy for months. Like Kenyon Dixon been promoting Ego Runs Everything for at least 4 or 5 months now, if not longer than that. Anything else about Masego? Like I feel like I haven't sat with it enough to really like give a full review, but I feel like for what we know.
I mean, well, I listened to the entire album, but the songs that I mentioned were the ones that stuck out, you know, just I guess because I really didn't have anything to say about it. Like I really need to sit down with the album myself as well, like just do an over analysis of all the other tracks. So, but I mean, overall, a dope album. You know, Masego has always been one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite modern artists, especially. And I might be a little biased because he has a good friend of mine, Jonathan Curry, as his touring drummer. So, shout out to him. So, but yeah, Masego, he's definitely even to Dow and Yams when he featured Devin Morrison. I'm like, oh yeah, they're for real. They're for real. So
that's when I became a big fan when he dropped Yams with Devin Morrison.
Devin Morrison, yeah, for sure. Man. Yeah, overall, I rate this record. I'll give it a solid. Well, right now, 9.5 out of 10. I think. Yeah, I mean, because it's dope either way. I can't take anything away from it. So.
And it's Masego, man. Like what? Like one thing you know he's gonna do is give a great live show with real live instrumentation, and that alone puts him above a lot of people out here.
Boom.
You feel me? Just that. So.
All right, so for all y'all listening and watching, y'all make sure y'all go check out that Fix Your Face Masego. Like I'm only giving it a 9.5 out of 10 because I need more time to sit with it, but everything that I heard and remembered and actually took notes on is absolute killer. You know, Masego, he's one of them ones. He's one of them ones. So y'all go ahead and check that out. So this has been another Mixdown of the Envahement Company Music Podcast. The show made by music enthusiasts.
For music enthusiasts.
That's right. Peace and love, everybody.